difference between being a church choir or community choir and a professional choir.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're in the church choir, you know, everybody they volunteer, so everybody's a part, and so you just got to figure out how to put them in the right space.
That was my next question, actually. Was
Yeah,
like, especially because you run a label and you're still like the musical director of the choir.
yep,
Uh, yeah, so I mean, yeah, feel free to speak on that. When
yeah. You got to put them in the right space, and you got to make them feel good and all of that kind of stuff. And again, they're volunteering, so you have to recognize it. And some people can't do everything, you know. So there's in dealing with the church choir and all of that kind of stuff. You make everybody feel good, and you try to give them opportunity to shine in the best way that they can. You know,
mhm.
you don't want to embarrass them, and some people know, and most people do know. You know, I mean, there are times when some people say, "Well, I think I should be able to do that." Well, as the leader of the church choir, it's my responsibility to put the best thing out there and to make it right. And sometimes that requires us to say, no, you can't do this particular song. Um, and so you try to put them somewhere else to kind of massage that whole piece and make them feel better.
Right.
Doing the professional piece, that's a whole different animal because then you're now coming to my situation. And so I can say to you, yay or nay. And you can say, well, I quit. And I can say, no problem. Fine. Like, so you can, you probably gonna have to audition because there's a special thing I'm looking for. There's a special sound I'm looking for. There's, you know, and I want to make sure that you're on the same you're able to follow what I'm trying to do, you know, because it's a vision that's happening. With a church, you're following the vision of the church and who the leader of the church is, and so and you never want to run people away from the church because music is a very integral part of church. You know, most people are driven or bought the church by music, which is what music was made for. You know, so you don't want to hurt anybody in that field. So you just got to know how to massage it from a church perspective, but on a professional level, you can be choosy. You can be choosy.